So in this video, I'm gonna be showing you 3 key areas in your life that I believe if you focus on can make a huge impact in how you are managing your money and will help you get faster and closer to that goal of becoming a millionaire, and at the same time help you within your business and any other possible investments. So the first thing that I would recommend people is, you might think this sounds kind of crazy, but is actually eating out versus eating in. So I know what you guys are gonna say. Wait, that sounds kind of counterproductive, right? Like, I'm gonna go out and eat and I'm gonna spend more money. How is that really gonna save me money and get me closer to that goal? Well, let me explain to you. There's actually a lot of restaurants out there where you can get a lot of food at a very low cost, right? Let's think about Chipotle. I'm sure you guys have all ate at Chipotle. You guys have probably even heard Alex Hormozy talk about this.
When I was single, I actually ended up eating at Chipotle over 500 times, and I found out only from my accountant when he looked at my financials, and he was like, "Is this a mistake? You ate 500 times at Chipotle?" And I was like, "Well, it's lunch and dinner 10 times a week. Yeah, that makes sense."
He used to say that when he was first coming up and trying to figure things out, he would eat at Chipotle sometimes twice a day, right? So why would he do that? Think about it. If he was spending $10 to $20 per day, let's say that's $20, right? And that's $600 per month. That doesn't sound so bad, right? Maybe you'll save some money if you go to the grocery store, and maybe you'll spend only $300 in buying those groceries, but how long is it gonna take you to cook all that food? Right? Think about that. If I was going to Chipotle, as an example, I will walk in, I will have my food within 5 minutes, I will be done eating within 5 minutes. Okay, I'm exaggerating, maybe 10 minutes, right? But once I'm done, I can then get back to work. I didn't have to cook, I didn't have to clean my dishes, and I can do the exact same thing every single day. Now, I understand it might be kind of tiring eating the exact same thing after, 2 weeks, maybe after 3 weeks, after a week, after 3 days. I know people out there who literally have to eat something different every single day because if not, they get tired of it. So me personally, it's been very easy for me to eat the same thing, and I've been doing this for years. It doesn't have to be eating at Chipotle. Like, you can literally go anywhere else, right? There's a lot of restaurants out there that I'm sure you can find that will give you enough substance, enough calories to fuel you, to the point where you don't have to keep eating multiple times throughout the day, or keep cooking, or eat snacks, or any of that. Okay, so what's the purpose in this, right? You're spending more money, you're doing it faster, but how does that benefit you? Well, think about it. You're doing it faster, right? If I was cooking on my own, what would I have to do? I'm gonna spend $300 a month versus $600 a month. If I spend $600 a month eating out every single time, it will literally take me 30 minutes a day, I would probably say. Now imagine if I only spend $300 a month, yes, I'm gonna save money, but I have to go to the grocery store, I then have to drive back home, then I have to cook the food, then I have to wash the dishes that I cooked the food with, then I have to serve myself, then I have to wash the dishes that I served myself, and do it all over again next week. That is way more time consuming versus finding, a hole in the wall type restaurant that serves really good food and has really good substance and calories that can fill you, and you can spend maybe a third of the time doing that. So when you're starting out as an entrepreneur, or even as an athlete, as a student, anything, you need as much time as possible to become successful, right? To be able to get things done a lot faster. If you try that and you realize how much more time you have in your hands, the further you get in business, the more crucial time gets. The next thing that I would suggest that you guys should be doing is having a used car. I get it. We all want to look cool. We all want to look pretty. We want to have nice things, but if you're starting out and you're very limited on money, you want to use all that extra money that you have from your 9-to-5 job, for your side hustles, from a small business, whatever you're making, to pour back into yourself and pour back into your business. Now, tell me this. Do you guys think it's a good idea for me to go to the dealership, go get a brand new Mercedes, make $1,000 payments a month, then get insurance, pay another $300, $400, $500 a month, and spend $1,500 a month on something that's just gonna make me look pretty? What if instead you go out and buy a used car, maybe a Honda, a Hyundai, a Kia, maybe a Prius, right? I get it, those cars don't sound sexy, but you'll probably be spending a third of what you would be spending with that Mercedes. What could you do with that extra $1,000 a month? Think about that. Pretty good money if you think about it. There's a lot of people out there that wish they can just make that one extra $1,000 a month. So what if that extra $1,000 a month you can now use to hire a new person? Instead of you having that Mercedes, what if you use that to hire a virtual agent out in the Philippines, or in Pakistan, or in Bangladesh, or anywhere else in the world that can help you maybe with just general admin tasks, maybe help you answer emails, help you with anything else, right? That's just the point. That extra $1,000 can go a long ways to help you get further in life versus spending that money on yourself. The next thing that I would highly suggest that you focus on is thinking about and choosing wisely where you live. Now, you might think, well, why does that really matter? Well, it matters for a lot of factors, right? Rent is probably the biggest expense that most of us have, right? Maybe not some, maybe some of us live with our mom or with a friend, they're paying $600 in rent and maybe they have a $1,000 car payment. Okay, there might be a few people like that, but majority, rent is the most expensive thing. Now, think about this. Would you rather spend $2,000 a month on rent or $4,000 a month on rent to live in a nice area, to live maybe, again, feel like you're living lavishly, feel like you're actually making some money? Or would you rather go live in a room in a nice area? Yes, you don't have the full house. Yes, you don't have the whole place to yourself, but you're actually saving a lot of money and you're also just staying in one specific area that's gonna help you better focus within what you're doing. And what does that exactly mean, right? What does it mean by it's gonna help you focus? Think about this. What if you can live with other people who have the same mindset as you and have the same goals and objectives within the same house, right? What if you can find roommates? What if you find a house that say was normally $3,000, $4,000 a month, and let's just say you could afford it. Let's just say you actually could afford it, not that big of a deal. It might be a little bit tight. Would it not be wiser to find a couple other roommates that are on the same trajectory as you, who have the same goals, and maybe you guys can all live together, right? It's a 3-bedroom house, for let's say, for example, right? You guys each rent a room, you guys each share the expenses. You guys are all benefiting from the fact that you're living in a nice house, you're living in a nice area, and all 3 of you guys have the same mindset and the same goals and objectives, and it's gonna help you stay focused on what you are trying to accomplish, and at the same time, it's gonna help you save money. Money pinching, right? Again, we all tend to want to live this lavish lifestyle. Look, maybe not all of us, okay? I know I keep saying we all, maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't really know, but I know for a fact the majority of us want to have a sense of security or a sense of comfort. In order to do that, you need a little bit of money, right? You need to spend a little bit more. And at the beginning, it might not be worth doing that, right? It might actually be worth more living a little bit uncomfortable because it's gonna help you further out in the future to have a better life. Depending on your scenario, depending on your situation, depending on your family, your friends, on many factors, right? If you can make it work and live in a certain place where it can benefit you, both, maybe spiritually, financially, mentally, energetically, really, like it will further help you within whatever you're trying to create. It's just that simple, right? Whether you're trying to save money, whether you're trying to be around people who think the same as you and you're trying to stay positive, both of those factors will help you because in turn, it will help you grow as a person. And what's gonna happen next? Well, maybe your business is actually gonna grow. And the key here thing is we are gonna save more money and be able to make money faster. So if you have the discipline and patience to live broke and reinvest everything back into yourself, I guarantee you it will by far benefit you a lot more versus trying to live a life that you shouldn't be living. There is not a single person to this day that I've met that has said, I wish I would have spent more. I wish I would have bought a Lamborghini a lot earlier versus later. Like, think about it. Like, would it really benefit you to have a Lamborghini earlier versus later? Not really. I mean, it depends maybe the way you use it, but for the most part, right? If you are able to stay just a little bit more disciplined than the average person and a little bit more focused on what the real goal is, you will by far benefit a lot more by saving those extra dollars and investing it back into yourself. So thank you guys again for tuning into my channel. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And again, if you guys are looking for other business opportunities and you guys want to partner with us, please click the link below and we'll give you guys a call.